and talk.
Hello, gang. Oh, just in time for the clock chiming. That clock, do you want to see it? That clock is from QVC about 30 years ago. I honestly, seriously, look. Yeah, look, I've got this clock. This is my living room clock. Yes. It's a gold carriage clock, and I've even got that from a company for staying there for so many years. There we are. Gold carriage clock from QVC. Do you remember the jingle? QVC, da 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 da, ba ba ba. QVC. That's when it first came out. Anyway, hello gang. Welcome to another questions and a comments and questions show. Don't forget, if you've got a question you want to ask me, I might not answer it. It depends. Come on, don't get too personal, you know. But if you've got a question, just ask it if you want to, and I'll answer. And I'll do the comments on this show now, as you well know. Just before we start, I want to show you something. Did you see the show last week? Ready? Ready? Yes, the stain has gone, boys and girls. Happy days. The stain went. As you know, I sat here last week doing the first one of these with a cup of tea, and it went straight down there because I can't keep things in my mouth. Isn't that funny? Certain things I'm very happy to hold in my mouth as long as possible, but not tea. I don't know why it started dribbling down, and don't you hate that when it starts dribbling down the chin? Oh, it's awful. Anyway, so that's that. And the second thing is I've got a new microphones. Right, these ones here. Holly, what's it called? Holly Land. I looked at it and I rang up Martin from Butler's Empire, and he said, yeah, we've got a set of those and they're okay. So I'm using this today because, as you know, the one from last week, it was just distorted, awful. And then the ones that I normally have failed, so they got sent back to Rode. Then I got DJI mics, which worked for about 10 minutes of the Nutribullet video, and then that went wrong. So I'm having a real struggle at the moment with these little microphones. Now this is very similar to the Rode one, except there's no clip on the back. There's no clip. There's a little magnet, right? Holly Land. They got a little magnet, right, which is there, but there's no actual clip. So you have to use the magnet. Now, that's all well and good. Hang on, you probably can hear that one there. It's gone off now. Which is all well and good, except on something a bit thicker, it don't hold. I know that because Rode have got the same. Rode have the clip, you know, like a peg, but they don't have, and they also have a magnet. I hardly used the magnet because it just wouldn't stay on. But there you go. This is all right as a secondary thing, you know. The Rode ones are coming back. Anyway, let's get on with it. Enough housekeeping, I think they call it, housekeeping. First of all, your comments from the newest one that's come in on the Nutribullet blender thing that I've got, that my sister Sharon from Butler's Empire bought me. Thank you, sis. I've not used it yet. Bumblebee is there. Good evening, Bumblebee. I'm laughing at you. So funny when you went on the wonk. On the wonk, dear? Or is that when I got angry? Oh, I do get angry sometimes, dear. Not in front of you, hopefully. Went on the wonk. Happy channel. On the wonk. I'm not sure. Is that like a stroke? Is that like on the what? Is that like on the what? Don't write in and say it's not funny. My sister's had a stroke or something like that. I know. If you don't get the humour, you're in the wrong place. We're only here to have a laugh, okay? Thank you very much, Mr. Bumble TX8, who thinks it's funny when I go on the wonk. Thank you very much. Wendy's there. Wendy Mahoney is in the house. Hello, Wendy. You do make me laugh. Everything seems to go wrong with the plug not reaching and a part falling on the floor. You are a joy to watch. Oh, Wendy, you know, I don't like DIY. I hate it. Actually, at the moment, I'm waiting for a security light camera to be put up that someone bought me for Christmas, a Ring one. It's like one of those expensive outdoor ones with the lights. In actual fact, if a burglar saw that outside the house, they'd probably, and they came in the house, that's probably the only thing they'd nick is the security camera. It's because I don't really have anything of value in here. But honestly, so I got that at Christmas. I'm still waiting for someone to put it up. It's terrible trying to get someone up here. Thank you very much, lovely Wendy. Brenda's enjoying the shows. Hello to you, Brenda. All right, my love, Brenda. Same name as my Auntie Brenda. Bless her. Tara Wells is there. I love you, Chris. Do you know, I think I love you too. Don't tell your husband. Don't love. It's all right. No physical, gay. No physical, okay. But I just love you. Thank you. Thank you, Tara. All right. I'll put a smile on her face. Hello to Henrietta, who sends me butterflies, little pink flowers, yellow sunflowers, more butterflies, and an American flag. Da 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 da. Love America. Love America. Love Florida. New York's great, a little bit too busy for me, New York. California, again, very different to Florida, California, isn't it? Each state is very different. I have some things on my, is it the bucket list you call it, that I haven't done in America yet. I'd like to go to Dallas. I'd like to go on a tour, South Fork, Da, 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 da. I actually met Linda Gray once. She was performing at Wimbledon Theatre some years ago. There is actually a video on here of me and her, and we had about a 15-second chat, and she was lovely. What a lovely lady, Linda Gray, from Dallas. But I'd like to go to Dallas. I'd like to go to Washington, D.C. I think, or is it Washington or Washington? One or the other. I don't know if they do tours around the White House. I'd like to see that. But there is a big church there, a shrine, a lady of, I can't remember now, but there is a basilica there in Washington that I'd like to visit. I'd like to go back to California, to a little church I saw there, St. Monica's in Santa Monica, and Florida again, of course. You can't beat Florida, Disney and all that. I love it all, although they're very, very expensive now, isn't it, Disney? How does a family of four afford to go to Disney? It's just crazy money. I think for most people, it's a once in a lifetime thing. You spend a few years saving up for this thing. I'm extremely lucky. I've been about 7 or 8 times now, but of course, I have no one else to pay for, just me, so it's affordable, but it's just crazy money. Anyway, thank you, Henrietta. Beautiful name there. Sally's there. You're so funny. Don't ever change. Looking forward to the soup video. Thank you, Sally. Now, the soup video has been slightly delayed. And there's 2 reasons for that. I bought the vegetables for the soup video last Friday. And quite frankly, some of them have gone green. I've left it too long, haven't I? I've left it too long. And then on Monday, I'm going to my friend's house, Rob and Sheila. Sheila plays the guitar at church. Rob's her husband. And they're going to do me a jalfrezi. Now, he may or may not want to be videoed doing that, which would then be the next video. Or if not, I'll do the soup video next, all right? So I just have to see what happens on Monday with that one. A slight delay in the soup video. We apologise. We apologise. We do hope this does not spoil your idea of entertainment on this little channel. All right, Sally. Cold Dash 47 says, I had a soup maker when the children were small. Oh, I don't know what that is, a soup maker. Is it a bit like a slow cooker? I'm sorry, lights are reflecting in my glasses here, aren't I? Can I do it without? Ooh, I've got to hold the thing back here. I had a soup maker when the children were small. Money was tight back then, so it was a godsend soup made from cheap vegetables from the market. No need to buy baby food, just blend what meals we were having. My 3 children weren't so keen on milk, so I made milkshakes, and they loved it. Here you go. It's always ways to save money, isn't there? And of course, you make your own soup, as my lovely sister said, Sharon. You know what's in there. There's no salt unless you put it in. There's no sugar unless you put it in. No sodium glow, all them things. We don't know what they are. E7622, D5555. What are these? We don't know what they are. I think we don't really want to know what they are either. Nasty chemicals. Make your own. No chemicals. Just little bits of microplastic, that's all. It's everywhere, dear. I'm breathing it in as I'm doing... I'm breathing in microplastics here. Yeah, that's great, Cold Ash. Did I say Dash? Cold Ash there, 47. Thank you very much for your comment there. Anne Cunnings is there. Anne's a regular viewer there. It was funny, Chris. I feel your pain with dud technology. Oh, don't. Oh, it really has been a bit of a thing since Christmas. I keep doing or buying things or opening things that people are giving to me, and then they don't work. Oh, it's a blooming nightmare. Or they work for like 10 minutes and then they fail. Useless. Good to see your subscribers and viewers keep rising. And that's from Tasmania. Thank you very much, Anne. Kazzy Webb there. Kazzy, you were very perky for a midnight blog. I'm very perky person. Perky. I think your camera equipment and microphones have gremlins. Looking forward to soup recipes coming very, very soon. Possibly next week, okay, my love? Looking forward to soup recipes there. Thank you for making me laugh. That's what I do. I try and make you laugh, Kazzy. That's all this is to me. It's just a little bit of a laugh. And if you want to come along with us, great. Matt Martins is there in sunny Canada, where it is very cold at the moment. Hello, Chris. Loved the Magic Bullet and wish you lots of success with it. I wanted to touch on the issues you've been having concerning your little microphones. Although this is the new one. No issue with this. Unless I listen back to this before I send it up to you all. And there's some sort of issue with it. Which is possible. I have recently been hearing some horror stories from others who have been purchasing renewed iPhones. I got one. This is a renewed iPhone in front of you now. Making this video. £292. A lot cheaper than buying new. Anyway, what has been found is that when these companies refurbish the iPhone, some of the components they end up replacing, which are worn out when they receive them, are replaced with cheap non-OEM parts. OEM. No idea what that is, but I'm sure it's a very, very important abbreviation. And thank you, Matthew, for bringing it to my attention. I think that's to do with parts that are not genuine anyway, especially when it comes to things such as the main connection port where you hook your lead or receiver onto the phone. It must be said that products such as DJI are known across the globe for their incredible quality and resilience. So when I heard you were using that brand and had this issue, knowing you had a renewed iPhone, I feel I should at least mention to you that it's entirely possible that the receiver might not be the issue, but rather the connection with the phone itself. Anyways, just trying to be helpful and very thankful for another lovely video. Your friend forever, Matt from Winnipeg in Canada. Yeah, thank you very much. That did occur to me. I must admit that did occur to me, but I've plugged this in and it's just worked straight away. No pairing required. I charged it up. Actually, I'll tell you what. It's Saturday morning at the moment at 9 o'clock when I'm recording this. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning, and which is my normal sort of time to get up about 7 o'clock. And I had to pick this up from the co-op, which is about a 10-minute walk from here. So I had my breakfast, went to the co-op, picked this up, and I plugged it in thinking, because it's a Saturday morning, I usually do litter picking on a Saturday morning, okay? So I thought, well, I'll plug this in because it'll need a charge first. And then I'll go and do my litter pick and a little bit of work upstairs for my music radio show next week. And then when I come back in an hour and a half, 2 hours, it'll be fully charged. Well, I went upstairs and did my music stuff, came back down about 25 minutes later, and the green light was on. So they've clearly charged it before they shipped it out. So here I am now before I do my litter picking, which means I haven't got dirty either. All right. Thank you, Matt. I hope it's not too cold there at the moment. Susan's there. Susan E3H6E. I love these names. Love your videos. Thank you, Susan. And welcome along. I think that's the first time we've heard from you, my love. Hello to Christine Hodge. Hello to you. Thanks, Chris. Another video for sharing. That's okay. We're talking about the Nutribullet video at the moment, okay? I'll start with the newest and go backwards. That's how we're going to do this. Gigi's there. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. She bought... What did she buy me? Lunch, wasn't it? She bought me lunch. Didn't she send me something the other day, my sister? I'm sure she sent me something the other day. I can't remember what it was now. You know. Fortunately, it wasn't a picture of herself, you know, but yeah, she sent me something. Yeah, it was a nice lunch that was in the downtown place. Oh, silly. What a fool I am. She bought me the Nutribullet, didn't she? How stupid can I be? Yeah, she bought me the Nutribullet. Nice little gift that she bought me. We do send each other stuff, actually, all the time, just now and again. She had to stay around my caravan the other day. And not all night though. She had a 2-hour slot that she had to go there because I've got a new bed for my caravan. It's a very old caravan. It's not worth anything, but the bed was so uncomfortable. I bought this bed off Argos, which is like a cheap catalogue type shop. When I first got the caravan, so that's about 4.5, 5 years ago now, I think. And as soon as I slept in it, I thought, oh, you've made a mistake here buying a cheap bed. Anyway, so we went in this shop called Downtown, which you saw the video, bought the new bed. And last week I got the phone call, the bed's ready now. Can we deliver on Tuesday, 12 till 2? Yep, that's great. Rang up my sister. She'd already agreed to stay there. And that was fine. So Tuesday morning come. And I rang her, as I normally do, around about 8:30 in the morning. All right, sis. All right, bruv. I'm going to do your, go round later and do your bed. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I'd forgotten, to be honest. And I said, I'll put the heating on for you before you get there. Okay, love. And this was 8:30. Now, in a caravan, okay, in very cold weather, that heating's got to go on hours before you get there, and you leave it on. All the time you're at the caravan until you leave in very cold weather because it just takes so blooming long to root up. Anyway, so that was at 8:30. At 9 o'clock, I did my little radio show for an hour. Then at 10 o'clock, finished my radio show, walked up to the swimming pool to do my my swimming that I do 3 or 4 times a week. I do either swimming or gym. Every day I'm up at that sports place. Plus I walk there and back, which is all part of the whole exercise thing. You know, boys and girls, when you go over an age, I do think it's very important to move. You don't have to go to gym, you don't have to go swimming, but at least go for a walk several times a day. Very, very important to keep moving once you go over, I would say as early as 35. Yeah, earliest, and as you get older, it becomes more and more important. You know, if you're over 60, maybe you struggle when you walk. Maybe you do struggle when you walk. Still got to try. Got to try. If you're in a wheelchair, you know, no excuse. Come on, out you go. Get your arms moving. Got to do something. Move as much as you can, you know, unless you're in a bed with all sorts of machines attached to, which some of you might be. I don't know your issues, okay? But you must try and move if at all you can. So I'm in the pool, done my swimming, I've come out of the pool, and I saw a missed call from my sister. So it's now 12:10. She's at the caravan, 12 to 2. Rang up. You're right, sis. It's really freezing in here. Oh no, I haven't put the heating on. Poor cow. She was sitting in there freezing cold. Now, luckily, I've got one of those mobile gas heaters in there. They are fantastic, but you need to be aware of the dangers. Carbon monoxide, leaking gas, that sort of. You need to know the dangers and the things to look out for when you're using one of these things. But if you've got one, you will know. The heat that comes off of those is unbelievable. So she'd managed to turn it on. I'd forgotten to turn the heating on. She was sitting there poor cow, sitting there freezing. Mind you, she did have my orange blanket there that she made for me. I was asking her that about. You see the orange blanket? Do you remember the orange blanket? Saw some shows ago. She knitted that with her fingers. Not knitting needles. With her fingers. I said, you need to show me how to make those. I could open a whole business. Knitted finger blankets. I'll open a little stall outside the church. They all know me there, so therefore, hopefully, they will buy one from me. Happy days. I shall be rich very soon. Thank you very much. Anyway, hello to the delightful Mark Bowles. Hello, Mark. Mark is. I have a special place in my. A special place in my heart for the lovely Mark Bowles. He enjoyed the unboxing video. Thank you, Mark. Mary Poppins is there. Hello, Mary. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Hello, Mary Poppins. Thanks for the demo, Chris, of the Nutribullet. Great video. She likes the personality, down to earth and friendly. A lovely man. Oh, you don't know me. I might be really horrible in real life. You never know. Thanks again for sharing. Thank you very much, Mary. Glad you enjoyed that, my love. Lynn in London. Hello, Lynn. You're going to make some lovely soup in that. Must try a few smoothies as well. Oh, yes. Yeah, they are yummy. I must admit, when you just finished telling us about the mic going again and then knocked the blade on the floor, I did laugh. Not at you, but because it's so relatable. You are fantastic. Never change. It's just... someone said I was clumsy once. Maybe I'm a bit clumsy. I don't know. But I do have more than my fair share of things going wrong. And these are, I've got to tell you, if you don't mind me telling you this, these are things that they do actually happen. Nothing has been set up to collapse or fall over or drop. Some people do that. And I can smell them a mile off. You know, when you see these people on the telly or YouTube channels, when stuff goes wrong, no, you've arranged for that to happen, you know? If a show goes perfectly, believe me, I'm throwing a bleeping party here. I really am. Of course you're invited, you know. Thank you, Christine Spencer is enjoying the shows. Thank you, Christine. Linda M. Lots of Lindas here. It wasn't your night, Chris. Jeremy Beadle clip. Can't beat homemade soup. You know what's going into it. Take care. That's from Linda. Ah, yes, I've always known what's going into it. Or did I not look behind me? Oh, no. Louise A. Thomas. Louisa Thomas. Sorry, darling. Louisa Thomas found the show funny. Thank you, Louise. Tash is there. We know Tash. Yes, Chris, we find you funny. I'm sure you're going to make the most of this machine. And come the summer, you can do fresh fruit and ice cream and milk for lovely thick milkshakes or fruit smoothies. Yeah, I look forward to seeing your creations. Yeah, I think we'll try some of that, Tash. Better than the milkshakes from some of these fast food places. It's just powder, isn't it? They pour powder in a machine. Did they mix that with milk or water? Oh, you ever go, you know, the bit one with the big golden arches? That one. Yeah, how many times you gone in it? Oh, sorry, the ice cream machine's out of order. How many times? Mind you, I'm not keen on the McDonald's ice cream. Don't taste of anything. Best ice creams? Skegness. Yes, Skegness. If you come into the UK for a holiday, make sure you book yourself into a hotel in Skegness. Possibly, they have some rooms left over where some of the illegal immigrants are staying. You could possibly stay in one of those and share. It's all about sharing. All right? Listen, I don't care. I don't care. Right, carrying on. Kathy Parker there is amused by the videos. Thank you very much, Kathy. And Catherine. Always, people get very upset if you get the names wrong. We had a lad last night at the karaoke. His name is Danny. All right, Daniel, how are you? It's Danny. Oh. Sorry. Hello, Danny. How are you? Well, I waited my patience, dear. I waited my turn, and he come up on the stage. I said, please, okay, Danny, up you come, Danny. This is Danny. Now, make sure you say Danny, not Daniel, because I called him Daniel, and he was very happy to correct me. And he was so embarrassed. Oh, dear. We do have a laugh. Zoe's there. Hello, Zoe. She loves soup, especially homemade. So lovely. She laughs at the videos. Look forward to the soup making video coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. And there's Gigi again. She loves soup. Easy to make and nutritional. Carrot and coriander is my favourite. I've seen that for sale actually. In them. Is it Covent Garden Soup Company? You know, they're about £10,000 for one for one carton of those, aren't they? But they are very, very nice. Thank you, Gigi. So I'm sure, as well as the vegetable soup, I'm going to find some other little bits, other soups to do. Really, by the look of things, we've got lots of people suggesting carrot and coriander, that sort of thing going on there. So that's the Nutribullet comments. Let's read is it Beauty and the Beast we're doing? Is it the Beauty and the Beast one? Yep, I think we're doing that one now. Beauty and the Beast. Your comments on the Beauty and the Beast videos there. I just have to do something here. How do I do that? Clear filters, sort by newest, and response status unresponded. There we go. I think that's right there. Looks about right. So we're commenting here on the DIY video. Wendy Mahoney. Brilliant vlog, Chris. I hate to mention it, but did you try opening the cupboard door that's next to the clock? Yeah, I did. And I think it just touches the clock, but the door's never opened. I never opened. All that stuff in that cabinet that you saw don't come out. There's something on the other side. I can't remember what's in there. Now and again, that door gets opened. Those doors never get opened. Nothing comes out of that cabinet. It's just there. I could chuck all that stuff away and I wouldn't miss it. Except there's like little bits and pieces that people have given me over the years. Have you got many things like that, Wendy? I bet you have. Stuff over the years that you've got, oh, I don't really use that, but I can't chuck it away because so-and-so gave it to me. Yeah, I know what you mean, love. Thank you, Wendy. Mike V1F. Beauty and the Beast clock is really lovely. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's from, I don't think I told you where it was from. The Bradford Exchange is where that's from, okay? The Bradford Exchange. You can pick one up from there. They're not particularly cheap, though, okay? Did I look at the price? I don't think I looked at the price, actually, because someone bought it for me. But I would imagine somewhere around 140, 150, I would imagine, something like that, okay? That is pounds, 150, you're right. And Mike also says, these workmen, this is the electrician, yeah? These workmen always say no job too small, but when you ask them to do a small job, they're not interested, say they get back to you and never do. Yeah, well, the bloke who come round here, he gave me a quote to put the security camera up, which, I mean, it is hundreds. Okay, it's not like 50 quid. It's a couple of hundred, two or 300 quid. And he has to run a conduit, metal conduit or something. And he has to put another wire in and all this and put the thing up. And I kind of said, yes, well, that's over a week ago now. So I'll give it another week and then I'll, what can you do, you know? It's terrible trying to get someone to do anything. You're so right, Mike. Thank you, Mike, and welcome along. I think that's the first time we've heard from Mike there. Lynn, what a brilliant job you made of putting the clock up. It's not that you can't do DIY. Maybe you underestimate yourself, Chris. Maybe. I must admit, when you hung it, my heart was in my mouth. Yeah. Mine too, especially as someone else bought it for me. Do you know what I mean? You break something that someone else has bought. Terrible. Pam Taylor Barker. Hello, Pam. Brilliant, Mr. Chris. Well done. She's a retired lady and have my own toolkit and drill. She enjoys DIY. Can't say I enjoy it, Pam. But good luck to you. Do you do a bit of painting? My sister loves it. My sister Sharon from Butler's Empire. She loves doing painting. She painted the inside of my caravan. And she'd work in her living room, the hallway. She's done loads of stuff. She loves it. But you either like this stuff or you don't. What do I like doing? I like sitting here talking to you. and doing my little radio show. I like going swimming. I don't get bored in the pool. I do 80 lengths. Don't get bored. I get bored in the gym. I do get bored in the gym. You know, what else do I like doing? I like cycling. I like playing. I've got piano over there. I like playing the organ. I'm very limited in what I can do. I'm not professional, don't get me wrong, and I can't read music very well. I can only play in certain keys. Musicians will understand that. I can't play in any key. I'm not that talented, unfortunately. Anyway, thank you, Pam. Tell us, what DIY things have you done recently? I want to know. Maureen's there. Hello, Maureen. Maureen from the karaoke. Just watched the video for the second time. Wow, you watched it twice. Very good, Chris. She thought it was funny. You shopping in Wicks for the screws, then back home trying to put the clock on the wall. You have done a good job. Best DIY job I've ever done, Maureen. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because of you. You lot have come along and I think you were willing me to get that right. God knows what's going to happen when I upset you and you're going to wheel something to go wrong. Christine Spencer, well done, Chris. Very funny. Thank you, Christine. Sue Whelan, well done, Chris, on the DIY. Thank you, Sue. Fred Jones is there. Hello, Fred. A brilliant job. Well done, that man. You asked about women doing DIY. As a lady, I can say I love it. It's another lady, loves it. I love a bit of DIY, and back in the day would pretty much give anything a go, except wallpapering. Oh, I did wallpapering once. Believe it or not, I was actually married once to a lady, and we had this flat in Battersea. And I put the wallpaper up, and then her dad come round and he said, oh, right. I said, what do you reckon? Oh, it's not bad. You do know you've put it on upside down, don't you? Have I? And I looked at this wallpaper, and yes, the ivy was growing. It was ivy. Little pictures of red ivy, and it was growing down. But we didn't mind. Fred says, I had a sister at that, so I didn't have to do it. The wallpapering. Me and my sisters were brought up by my dad. She didn't have her mum around. And he taught us loads of DIY stuff. We decorated, put up shelves, helped to build wardrobes. He even built a catamaran and sailed it to the Mediterranean. Oh, I'd be frightened it would sink, dear. Or, mind you, with my fat bum, I think it would do. I get in boats and they go right down like that. I get in the swimming pool. People complain because all the water leaves the pool once my bum's gone in it. At least Gary can now take some credit and say, I taught him everything he knows now. You should be proud, Chris. The clock looks fabulous. I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. And believe me, if you give that a hard pull down, it don't move. Not like putting a nail in. I've actually got a big picture of Sacred Heart of Jesus above the stairs. That is on a nail. The problem with that one is it's on the wall, then there's the stairs, then there's a landing. How do you get up there to drill a hole? I don't know how I managed to put a nail in there ages ago. It needs a screw in it. That really does need a screw in it. Perhaps you can help me with it. How do you put I bet there's a YouTube video of that. How do you put a screw, drill a hole in a wall which is in the other side of a staircase? So wall there, staircase, right? Landing. So how do I get across there to do it? You know? Or do you put I wouldn't put a ladder on the stairs, at least not unless I had someone holding it. And I haven't really got anyone to come around and hold it. Thank you, Fred. Our days out are there. Perfect job. Thank you very much. Our days out. Pat Clark, well done, Chris. You do make me laugh. We should put a video out every day. Do you know, it's funny, Pat. I used to do a live chat show every morning, believe it or not. But I got a little bit disheartened by it. I got disheartened in the end. So I gave it up, and then I went on to do my little radio show that I do every morning. And I love doing that. And it's only on for an hour. And I've been doing that about 3 years now, I think. About 3 years I've been doing that little radio show, which I adore. And would I do another live show every morning? I don't know. It was a lot of work. Getting little news stories together and all that. And we played bingo. I think, I don't know if we had a quiz or anything like that. It was fun while I was doing it, but I become disheartened. There was a few little things that I wasn't happy with, so I gave it up. But I enjoy doing this very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pat, for your kind words. Stuart is there. Hello, Stu. There should be a warning before this video. Very loud, manly grunts and groans. Not from me, mate. Oh, that's the alpha males in the gym. Oh, don't you hate those girls? What, mate? What are you doing? What are you doing? And they all look similar. These alpha males. Seriously, they're usually short, a bit bulky. I can't bear them, and they're usually about somewhere between 40 and 55. Alpha male. Oh, I can't stand them. Can't bear them. Perhaps it's a communication. Are they talking to each other like that? Anyway, I'm very disappointed you thought I was doing loud, manly grunts. Stu says, well done, Chris. Although I'm surprised you didn't check outside in case you'd gone right through the wall, which I did upstairs. Those of you that don't know, I was trying to put a TV bracket on the wall. And I went right through the wall into the other room. There's 2 holes in the other room. Oh, don't worry. At some point, someone will come around and fix that for me. Roy's there. Hello, Roy. Roy CM1BH. Job well done. Looks fabulous in the kitchen. Yeah, it's the paint. It's the fact that we got purple paint in the kitchen. Looks really good together, doesn't it? Anne Gunnings. Well done. My heart was in my mouth. Oh, I've read that, haven't I? Have I read this? Yeah, I've read that from Anne in Tasmania. Yes, indeed. Well done. My heart was in my mouth when you put the clock on the wall. I hope for goodness it didn't fall to the ground. Luckily it didn't, Anne. All right, love. Cooper Dog, T6Q. Chris, I heard loud drilling noise in my wall floor. Problem is I live in Australia. You cheeky Brit. From another 63-year-old. We're taking over. Life does not begin at 40. 60. I'm having a whale of a time. 60. Thank you, Cooper Dog. What part of Australia, by the way? I'm a big fan of Australia. Big fan. Kazzy Webb. That was a successful bit of DIY, Chris. You have given hope to many a DIY newbie. I want a drill, an electric screwdriver now. Kazzy, no, love. No, don't. Don't. Doesn't always go like that, as you well know. Again, Matt Martins on the clock video. Clock looks fantastic on your wall. I'm very proud of you for seeing this through, and you've proven yourself you are more than capable of DIY despite all the anxiety. Thanks for letting us watch all the action. Matt from Winnipeg in Canada. Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to let you into the secret. I'm going to tell you now. Next week, it's a home extension I'm going to build. Bricks have been ordered. The cement man is coming next week. You can come along with the journey while I build a 2-story extension on the back of my house after the success of drilling a hole in the wall. I love these people. Oh, you can do anything. You can do anything. No, you can't. No, you blooming well can't. You can't do anything. You cannot learn to do anything. Certain people are good at that. Certain people are good at that. I've yet to find anything I'm good at, I'll be honest with you, but there we are. Oh, what's that now? Oh, sorry, I had an email flashed in from my bank there. Maureen enjoyed the video there. Well done, Chris. I'm glad you didn't ruin your kitchen wall. Well, I didn't show you. Where I put the clock, no damage. After I finished that video, I picked up my tripod and the bottom rub a bit rubbed across the wall on the other side and just put a black mark on there. But I didn't show you that. Honestly, it's not very noticeable, but it's there. I'm thinking, and DIY people can tell me this, I'm thinking I've still got some of the purple paint. If I get a little roller because it wasn't done off long ago, you know, just before Christmas. If I get a little roller and just go over that little black bit, will that work? Or will it look like it's a different colour? That's what's worrying me. Because sometimes you can make something that's slightly not right much, much worse, can't you? Yeah, would that work? Exactly the same paint as what's been put on the wall. Get a little roller, just go over that little black bit a little bit. Not a brush, because that's going to make marks. A small roller over there. When it dries out, will it be the same colour as the paint that's already up there, which is the same colour that was done, I don't know, about 8 weeks ago now? What do you reckon? Do I take that risk? Yes. By the way, when I do painting, I hate it. It's only a very, very small part. Very, very small. What do you reckon, gang? Let me know. Susan's enjoying the videos. Susan E3H6E. I think we've mentioned you before. Thank you very much, Susan. Rasta 1959. Older than me. How lovely to have someone older than me at last. Well, you used a wood bit drill to drill into the wall, but it had the desired effect, so well done. Echoes of Reg Prescott. Yeah, my nephew told me that as well. Gary told me that. I did use a wood drill, apparently. Well, I saw the little bit at the end. I thought, oh, that'll go in nicely. Apparently, it was a wood drill. Did you know there were different drills? I think the one I should have used as a little tip on the end. I think. I'm not sure about that. And Stuart wishes me well done. Thank you. There's our Linda Kearns. Just need you to do a few more jobs to get you in the mood for DIY. Well, actually, there's a picture to go on the wall. I bought this picture, and it's been sitting here since October when I come back from the Isle of Wight. I'm going to have to stand up now. The picture is here, and it's going to replace a mirror on the wall. Here we are. It's heavy-ish, but it ain't too bad. You know, here's the picture. Look at this. Do you like it? There's the picture. Isn't it lovely? Let me just move that down because of the lights on it. Look at that. I just thought this was beautiful when I saw this. Says it all, doesn't it? Look at that. So that's got to go on the wall. And I'll take you along for that as well when we do it. Okay. Let me just be careful with this. There we are. Oh, can I show you something? Look. Those of you that watched my mate's wedding, it was a gay wedding, okay? And you know, sometimes they give you a little gift. Well, his other half, it's Wayne and Omar. Omar's his other half, don't really know him. Wayne is a very good friend of mine. And as their gift to, not customers, people that turned up for their wedding, he makes pottery, his other half, and we all got one of these. Isn't that lovely? As said, W and O, Wayne and Omar. Isn't that delightful? Look at that. All nicely glazed and all that. He makes all this stuff. He's actually got his own website. And you can order stuff. I don't know if he's still doing it now. Did he stop doing it? But he makes original pieces. And I bought one for someone, not this Christmas, the Christmas before. And was really pleased with it. A candlestick holder type thing. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, so Linda was very impressed by that. Thank you, Linda. Denise Fuller there. Hello, Denise. Are you insured, Chris? I'm afraid not. You see, I've got no one, if something terrible happens to me, there's no one to pay out. Everything will get sold and split up. So many ways, Who's going to get the cash? That's the question. You enjoy talking about that for a few more years, hopefully. Denise says, are you insured, Chris? 3 hours later. It's a shame we don't live close to you. I would send my husband round to your DIY jobs. Thank you. You're very kind, Denise. I wish I could find someone to come round and do these things for me. It's different at the caravan. My nephew Gary from Gary and Stacey Vlogs or Martin, my sister's husband, from Butler's Empire, they come round and sort the caravan out when there's a problem. Yeah. Do you know, if they were unable to do these things, I probably would have got rid of the caravan, because it does have, it's very, very old. It's not worth anything at all. And it does have generally leaking problems, water coming in somewhere, which has happened, I think, 3 times now, you know. And I couldn't cut a hole in the floor and replace floor, you know, and I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Right, so I'm very lucky to have those 2 up there. But otherwise, I probably would have got rid of it. I can't be doing with that hassle, you know. You don't need that, especially, you know, a little bit later in life now. We just don't need the hassle there. If I got a problem, I generally walk away, especially with the people. I get a problem with someone, I just, all right, bye, I'm gone. Can't be bothered. Life is too short to sit there and argue. You've seen some of these people on the telly, you know, especially those trashy programmes like Big Brother, Love Island, none of which I watch. Just fighting and screaming and swearing and doing stuff with each other, you know. It's just awful. No, can't be. I just walk away. Linda M says, brilliant, Chris. I am now a professional DIY person. Clock beautiful. I do love clocks. Yeah, me too, Linda. I like clocks. I've got a cuckoo clock in the hallway. I must remember to show that to you at some point. Heidi Kennedy. Hello, Heidi. She says, well done. Thank you, Heidi. Linda Lofthouse made her laugh when I was walking around in Wicks. I was so disappointed when I come home and realised the audio hadn't worked. Oh, honestly, but I think we got away with that, doing a talk over there. Thank you. Heidi says, you're definitely a Gen Xer. What if there's a wire? Roll your eyes and say, I'm just going to do it. That's how we survived this long and for many more years to come. Love you. You make us laugh. Heidi, actually, I'm not a Gen Xer. I'm a baby boomer. I'm 63. I'm a boomer. We're just before Gen X. And I'm at the end of the boomer. I'm 1963. I just realised. Born in 63, now 63. That only happens once, doesn't it? Only happens once. Oh, no, I just realised that. Oh, yeah, born in 1963. So I'm at the end of the baby boomers there. All right, Heidi, thanks, stuff. And welcome, I think you're new there. Tash! We're still talking about the clock hanging video. Brilliant. Well done, Chris. Marvellous job. I'm useless at anything remotely like DIY. This is exactly it. Things always look so simple, but turn into a complete nightmare for me. I'm not going to lie. I was half hoping it would go a little wrong for you. Oh, you cruel person. Cruel! Would go a little wrong for you. I know that Mark Bowles, my fancy man, I know he was hoping something would go wrong. I know it. Seeing your face when you did it and you being so proud and rightfully so after it all went well, far outweighed my hope for a bit of a fail. Really well done and thank you for sharing. Thank you, Tash. Thank you, Tash. Wayne Casey, 4170. Chris, love your DIY skills. Well done. Oh, yes, even with the incorrect drill, as kindly pointed out by so many. Zari, lovely Zari. Well done, Chris. You did well with your little DIY project, putting up your clock in the kitchen. Definitely looks better against the purple wall. Perfect choice. I was very impressed with your effort. Some women certainly do their own DIY. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those. For a start, I have no clue from where to start. Although once did replace a bracket in my bathroom to hold up the shower head on the wall above the bath, as I have one of those mixer taps. This has got to be a couple of years ago, and was so proud of of myself. Plus has stayed up. Plus holds the shower head as it should do. So it was a job well done. Oh, it's nice to have it still years ago and it's still working. Very pleased for you there. Paul Adamson's there. Hello, Paul. I find it puzzling as to me. Stuff like your DIY is obvious and easy to do. I think it is with most blokes, really, to be honest. Have built many things. We'll build the DIY conservatory when the rain stops. Wow. Have you got all the bits? I suppose it's much cheaper to buy that, isn't it? I did think about having a conservatory out there, but the trouble is my garden isn't massive and I would lose quite a lot of it. Plus, do I need one? Not really. Not really, you know. Christine Hodge, just be careful as you do get wires hiding in the wall. Yeah, I've generally been told if you've got a socket or a switch, the wires go straight up or straight down, depending on where you are. They don't really go across, according to some people have been told. So, there wasn't a socket down there. Thank you. She also enjoyed the walk around Wicks there. Linda Bateson, best comedy I've watched in ages. Thank you, Linda. We are here to make you laugh, my love. Sonia as well. She was very amused. The lovely Sonia Welford. Hello, darling. And there's our Stewies again. Well done, Chris. A great video. Looks really good on the wall. Thank you. Eileen in Newport. Is that in Welsh Wales? In the HTV television area. I went out with someone in Newport. God, it was rough there. Blimey, it was rough. I'm sure you're in the posh bit. Are you in the posh bit? Is there a posh bit in Newport, in Welsh Wales? Oh, Chris, do you think you could go around more hardware shops? They're so funny listening to you try and explain what all these different things are for. I don't know what they're for. They're just there. They look good. Don't they? Some of these little things in their packets. Then you take them out of the packet. Well, what do I do with this? Thank you, Eileen. Malcolm Stewart, hello to you. Great channel. Do you live in a rough area with the window shutters on your window, or are they there to keep you in? Malcolm, for many years I was a DJ. Now I just do 2 karaoke nights. 35 years. And when I moved here, I was out of the house 8 p.m. till 4 a.m. That's why I had the shutters put in. Because I wasn't here for such a long length of time every single night. And that's why I had them put in. I don't do that job anymore, so I don't really need them. I can't be bothered to take them down again. But yeah, and that's the reason. And it was a long time ago they were put up. Thank you, Malcolm. Sean Ryan's there. Now that you have done that, the extension is calling. Yes. 2-story extension will be built by me very soon. Must order those bricks, you know. And RCB's there. Hello. Leslie, isn't it? Hyped video. Great. Thank you very much, Leslie, for hyping me there. Oh, yes, if you can, boys and girls, can you hype me? Can you hype me and like? Them things are very, 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 very important. Very important. Thank you very much. And that will do that. Let me just, how do I do that now? Sort by newest and held. No comments found. Good. So that's the clock video. We've got one more to do, have we? Yeah, I think so. Oh, comments on the comments and answer show. I know that sounds silly, but some of you have written comments on that one. So last week's comments and answer show, I think we're looking at now. Oh, that's view all. Hang on, I've done that wrong, haven't I? I'll only go back from the last 3 shows. All right, sweethearts. View all, is that right there? Let me try and work this out, what I'm doing here. I have no idea what I'm doing, mate. As you well know. Sort by newest. Sort by... Oh, newest. There we are. Has that worked? Yeah. So these are the comments on last week. Was it last week? Yeah. These are the comments on last week's comments and answers show. I know it sounds a bit mad, but there we are. The Rye Scott says scaffolders. Oh, here we go. I agree about being rough and ready, but wouldn't kick Beckham out of bed as if. Which one? Several of them are old enough now. And no, I used to be called LMMH2912, but changed it. Well, thank God for that. It doesn't exactly roll off your tongue. The rice scot rolls off your tongue. Can anyone roll their R's? I can't do that. I can't do it. Can't do it. Not overly keen on the rice scot, so I might change it again. And that's something into, oh no, it's good, the rice scot. But it doesn't indicate if you're a man or woman. Or whatever you are. Oh, it's up to you. I think the rice scot's quite nice. It's quite nice. Thank you. Fred Jones enjoyed the comment show. You're liking the comment show. I'm pleased about that. I wasn't sure whether it would go down very well or not. Tara Wells is in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, I still call Australia home. Oh, the Qantas advert with all the little kids singing on mountains and all that. Always love that. Just want to say thank you for putting a smile on my face and giving me a good giggle. Do you have a favourite Disney character? Ooh, no, I don't think I do. I like them all. I really like them all the Disney characters. And a lot of the Looney Tunes one. Oh, by the way, anyone on TikTok, have any of you seen the really sad videos that someone is making about old, I think they're old characters from your childhood. If you're over, if you're Gen X and older, old things like Tweety Bird, Tom and Jerry, I think the bears, some sort of bears and stuff like that. Someone is making videos on them, probably AI thing, but that's okay. Someone is making videos of them in retirement homes and all that. My God, it's sad. There's one of Tom and Jerry's died. And Tom is this old cat now, sitting in an armchair with glasses on, looking really old and grey. And Jerry's little burial place is in the same room. And it's so sad. Has anyone seen those? I'll have to find out the titles for you. My word, are they sad. Actually, I've put one on my Facebook wall. If you want to join me on Facebook, my Facebook username is Chris Reardon UK. Please send us a message as well. Otherwise, you get these awful girls, breasts out all over the place. Oh, hi, I want to be your friend. Oh, what are you into? Spot them a mile off, the fakes. Spot them a mile off. So if you do come on there, send us a message. And I have put a link to one of the Tom and Jerry's things. Wow, they're just so sad. Because no one's... Do you see them on the telly now? No. Someone in Hollywood has decided to retire them, I suppose. And Tweety Bird is sitting there looking all old in another video. Wow. Anyone seen those on TikTok? Kazzy, the jumper. That's just like me. New jumper, matter of hours, and I've spilt something on it. Well, it came out all right, that. I'm so pleased that white jumper came out all right. Do you know, can you believe that's an extra large jumper and it's tight on me, right? And you see extra large, slim fit. How is an extra large jumper then made as a slim fit? Well, then it's a medium then, isn't it? It's not an extra large. What a stupid thing to do. And that's Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. That was a gift. That was a gift. I'm spending £250 on a jumper. These are like 200 quid, those jumpers. I wouldn't spend that on a jumper. This is from Marks and Spencer's. £25. Thank you very much. Happy days. Yeah. I buy loads of my stuff from Marks now. You do that as you get older. Am I right, ladies? And men. I know where you're getting your socks and your undies from, boys. Thank you for the love, hi, and Stuart. Hi, Vi V7QS. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's to you. I think the postman must have had a terrible accident on the way here. Not a single card. It's been a few years now. Not one single card. It's getting to the point where I'm thinking next year, when I'm 64... When I'm 64, if the man upstairs decides, yep, let's have another year, I think I might buy lots of Valentine's cards a few days before Valentine's and send them to myself with second-class stamps on so that they arrive on the correct day. And then we can sit there opening them together. What do you think? I might even put money in some of them. Gift cards. No, don't ever buy gift cards, gang. Waste of time. Waste of time. A lot of people forget they've got them, or then you're tied to that shop or a selection of shops. Money in envelope. Money in envelope. Be very careful putting that in the post. There's a lot of dodgy characters out there now. You can't trust the post office anymore in this country. You really can't. Rosie Whitmore, thanks for the love art, Rosie, darling. All right, my love. Zoe, happy Valentine's Day, Chris, so you can see when this came out. Did like the first comments and questions video. Felt it went really well. I'm like you. Love my cups of tea. Oh, yeah. Honestly, feel like a walking tea bag. Also make a lovely cup of tea so everyone tells me anyway. My nan, who passed away a year ago last December, may she rest in peace, darling. All right. We love our nans, don't we? We love our nans. Anyway, she loved her cups of tea, would always make me laugh, mainly before she got unwell with dementia. Oh, I'm sorry. She would make a cup of tea, leave it on the side as she forgot about it, take a sip, then moan it had gone cold, and then make my granddad make her another one, or she would make it herself. Also, when unwell with the dementia, at my parents' house, she would do the same. My dad would make her a cup of tea, or I would, when I was there, fall asleep in the chair, then wake up to cold tea and instantly want another one. Absolutely. My dad used to drink cold tea. He had a massive cup, my dad. Lovely man, wonderful man. Denise Fuller again. Hi, Chris. Hope you can find your Valentine. I'm sure everyone appreciates you reading out the comments. Yeah, it's worked out quite well, this comments thing. Mary Poppins. Hello again, Chris. Thanks for another friendly, engaging video. You're no different than watching a professional TV presenter. Yes. Yes. So down to earth. Thanks for giving time, Chris. Have a lovely evening and God bless. Thank you, Mary. I don't know if I want to be a professional TV presenter, because once you're that, all the newspapers are waiting to find something out about you. They are. Well, mind you, the same sort of thing happened to George Michael when he got caught in the toilet somewhere. And he just came out and said, yeah, I was in there just meeting other people. What's the problem? And that was it. He just stamped on it. They couldn't do anything after that because he just came out with it, you know. Oh, I have a past. Don't worry. I was in and out of those gay saunas for years. Patricia. No, not now. Come on, they just walk past now. Patricia in Manchester. Hi, Chris. I'm going to answer your questions that you asked. No, I prefer nothing drooping ever. Sorry, Patricia in Manchester is answering some of the questions that we've been asking here. I ask you. No, I prefer nothing drooping over. What use is that? Oh, don't. Don't it annoy you, Patricia? Okay. Oh, it'll be all right in a minute. No, it's drooping. Can't do anything with that. Oh, sorry, I've lost the page now. What have I done? Oh. A minute. What have I done there? I've lost your messages. Silly Chris. Silly boy. Oh, that's channel comments. We don't want channel comments, do we? Oh, what have I done, Linda? Is it Linda? No, Patricia. I've done something wrong, girl. Hang on. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. That one there. Is that it? That's the live show. Give me a second, my darlings. Oh, hang on. Might have it here. Questions and answers show. Community. Oh, Lord. Something's gone terribly wrong here, my darlings. That one there. Comments. View all. Unresponded. Sort by newest. We was on newest, weren't we? Okay. Sort by newest. It should come up now, I hope. Unresponded. Apply. Here we go. Yes! Sorted! It's very, very complicated, this programme. Okay, let's go back to Patricia's answers to some of the questions. Number 2, no, I will never pick anyone's pants off the floor. Dirty. Both pants and person would exit through the window. An excellent idea, Patricia in Manchester. Just a reminder, ladies, if you do have husbands and they step out of line, don't bother talking to them. Just a quick whack round the head. That sorts them out, girls. You know it does. Oh, you shouldn't be promoting violence. Oh, please, please. No Gen Zs here, my love. 3, about your new comment show. I love your comment show. I'm listening, getting ready to go out. Yeah, you can listen. See, you don't have to watch this, do you? You can just have it on next to you. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be staring. I mean, who wants to watch me for an hour anyway? Do you know what I mean? Called. I'm not like Brooklyn Beckham, am I? Pretty boy. Everyone wants me. Everyone all wanted me once, but there you go. But I'm listening, getting ready to go out. It's great. I was, however, waiting for you to throw your tea down. I will probably do the same later, but with curry. Number 4, scaffolders. I have family members who are scaffolders and roofers. Send them round, girl. Send them round. No old codgers. No, about 38 to 48. That'd do me. Yeah, toy boy. 38. No one younger than 38. Full of crap. Absolutely full of it. Full of it. 38 to 48. Perfect. Thank you very much. And she says, I can send them down there. Just saying. Oh, I shall be privately messaging you my full address with postcode. Let me know what time as well. I'd hate to be out when they turn up at the door, you know, knocking. One at a time. I'm not a greedy. I'm not a greedy. My name is not Bonnie Blue. I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy. One at a time, please. Perhaps daily, you know, over a period of weeks. 5, recycling. My cat says no to your dead pet ideas. Oh, doesn't your cat want to be recycled when it's dead? Make lovely fur gloves and coats and things like that. 6, yes, I will be giving up something for Len. I will decide what it is. Yeah, let us know. Number 7, diets. No, she don't do diets. Number 8, your income. It's rude to ask and nobody else's business. I was saddened by this question and respected that you answered it. I wouldn't have done. Yeah, I didn't mind, to be honest. People, well, how's he doing that? And I've seen it before, you know. How are you able to do that? How are you able to do that? Number 1, I wasn't stupid with my money. Number 2, I didn't hit the drink and the drugs massively when I was a kid. A lot of people lose all their money doing all that in their young days. So I just kept saving it. And then number 3, so I just kept working and putting it and saving it. That's what I did. Didn't ever win anything other than 50 quid at a bingo years ago. I was very happy with that. Bingo! Yeah. And but the majority of it, when, as I mentioned, if you missed the show last week, when my mother and father died, there's just me and my sister. She had half the money. I had half of that. It wasn't a massive amount. But I didn't feel it was mine to spend. I know that sounds, well, you haven't worked for that money. So I thought, right, let's invest this. And I put it all into one bedroom. I put the deposit down. More deposit than was required. So it gives me a little bit of breathing space on 1-bedroom flats. And I rent them out. And that's what brings in my income. That's how I live. That's what I live off mainly. So, you know, I've to thank my mother and father for that. I mean, obviously, I'd rather they were here. But Dad, I think, would have been... How old would Dad be now? I think he'd be nearly 100, Dad, now. And Mum would be 69, 79, 89, 91. I think Mum would be 94 now. Some people get into their 90s. Some people go over 100, don't they? I intend to go over 1,000 years old. I wonder what I look like. I'll probably look... If I get to 1,000 years old, I will actually look like Sadiq Khan does now, won't I? If you don't know who Sadiq Khan is, look him up on the internet. He's a very unpopular mayor in London. Awful man. It's rude. He's so rude when he's interviewed. That's what I don't like, the rudeness. You know, I really don't. Number 9, the DIY video. She was looking forward to seeing it. It's happened now, of course. My favourite video is you putting up a bird feeder. Fingers crossed you survive. Well, I did. I'm sitting here to tell the tale. Number 10, Enjoy your new life with your cat who chose you. Yep, he's coming over every day now. Happy Valentine's, Chris, and lovely photo of there. Thank you very much to you, Patricia. Linda Lofthouse also wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. Your cup of tea made it for me. I was sat in your room. Feel free to pop round any time, Linda, you know. Happy Valentine's Day from Lynn in London as well. What a great idea to have comments and questions show. Means we get to see more of you. Oh, is that wise? Is that wise? The Shard and Old Post Office Tower do a lovely afternoon tea. It's a lovely treat. Do they do an afternoon tea at the Post Office Tower? I went up there once. Yeah, oh, I was a kid. This is what I don't think it had been up long, and you could go up there and then I don't remember. Did we have a bomb up there? Did a bomb go off? Or did the post office decide to close it in case a bomb went off? Because, of course, the post office, not so much now, but it was crucial to certain communications in London before we all had wires and fibre going everywhere. Now, not so much. Actually, if you look up at the post office tower next time, you'll notice a lot of, I think almost all the dishes that were on the top there have gone. Sod doing that job. Climbing up there and having to move those great big things around. Blimey, not my cup of tea. I didn't know they did that at the post office tower. Oh, well, that is a place to go, isn't it? I'll take someone there and treat them. You know, and of course, because it's for the videos, a tax-deductible item. Taking someone for afternoon tea to make a video to make money from it. That's how we throw that one. All perfectly legal, my dears. We don't do anything illegal here. Richard Crooks, love how your channel's going. It's all a bit of a laugh, Richard. Thank you for your comment there. Matt Martins again in Canada, wishing you a happy Valentine's Day. Wanted to mention that this comment show was actually very lovely indeed. It served as a time capsule of sorts that allowed us to recall lovely moments of the fantastic videos you've produced. Thank you, Matt. I was really happy to hear you are proceeding with your trip to Cologne in Germany. And I'm eagerly anticipating some lovely footage. I know you'll capture for all of us while you are there. Yes, the secret's out, boys and girls. I have now booked Cologne in Germany. I think 3 or 4 nights there. British Airways, nice hotel. I did think about getting a Premier Inn hotel, but you know what? A nice hotel is a video in itself, isn't it? Remember when I showed you that room in Claridge's? That room! I still can't get over how nice that room was. So I didn't do Premier Inn. I got a nice hotel. I won't tell you where it is. You'll wait for the video. And that's soon. That's in about 4 weeks' time. I'm going to Germany on the British Airways. I need to book a... am I Heathrow or Gatwick? I can't remember. Oh, well, I'll soon find out. It doesn't matter anyway. I might... If it's Gatwick, I'll book a hotel at the airport. If not, I'll just drive to Heathrow. Heathrow is 25 minutes for me. It's so close. It's easy for me to get there. Or I can even do a bus. The trouble is with the bus, I've got to walk to the bus station. Or I could get a bus to the bus station and then another bus. I might do that, actually. So much cheaper than blooming parking your car. They want like 100 quid. 100 quid to park your car. I don't know what that is in dollars. You mentioned today we could ask you a question, and my question is what age were you when you first started needing to use glasses? Ooh. 55 was quite late. About 55, I think. The reason I ask is the other day I had to go to an emergency eye clinic within our National Health Service and was made aware of, despite my young age of 38, I would need to see an optometrist sooner than later to address what was clearly a vision issue with my left eye in particular. As someone who has never had any vision issues to speak of, I was in absolute shock that someone my age could already need to consider glasses. Thank you very much for taking the time to read everyone's comments today and for hopefully being able to answer my question. Your time is very appreciated. And my son, Jake. Hello, Jake. Hello, Jake. And I have really loved sitting down together to watch every single video you've been producing. You are indeed wonderful. Thank you, Matt from beautiful Winnipeg in Canada. Yeah, don't worry too much. Just go and see your Iron Man and see what he's got to say. So if I do that and I do that, that's really difficult to read now. It's blurry, right? If I do that, I think I'm long-sighted. That's actually easier to read right up there. But, you know, your arm starts aching. It starts drooping again. And me and Patricia don't like drooping, do we, Patricia? We don't like it, lovey. I find it rude, to be honest. People walking in here and drooping. Shocking state of affairs. Thank you very much. RCB, Leslie, happy Valentine's Day. These are, of course, you know, from last week. All right, my love. Sharon White, happy Valentine's. Valentine's, is that? Thank you, Sharon. Also, did you keep your gardens the other day? Oh, did you keep gardens the other day, Sharon? Gardens. Did you keep gardens? Do you know, I'm sorry, Sharon, I don't know what you mean by that. Did you keep gardens? Do you want to rephrase that, Sharon? I'm sorry, my love. I don't know what you mean by that, my love. Thank you, Sharon. And Coldash, thanks for sharing your trip to Kew Gardens. Did you Kew Gardens the other day? Did I do Kew Gardens? Yeah. That's in a previous video. It is up there, my love, all right? Thanks for sharing your trip to Kew Gardens, said Coldash. It brought back happy memories for me. My late husband took me there in 1968. It was our first date. Oh, we got engaged later that year and had 44 happy years together. We are both born in Newbury, where the children you met came from in the Kew Gardens video, and that's from Barbara. What a lovely little comment there, Barbara. And you're very lucky to have found someone. I'm sorry he's still not there now, my love. But you're very lucky to have found someone and spent so many years with them. 44 years of happiness. I don't know if you mad the odd row as well. It doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter how lucky you were. And I'm sorry he's not there anymore for you. May you rest in peace, darling. All right. Okay. I think we're done there. Are we done? That's it. Yeah, I think we're done there. There we go, my loves. I only go back on... Oh, hang on a minute. What's this Orchid thing? I was only going to go back on 2 of them. The videos since the last comment show. I don't really want to go back any further than that. Let me just have a look at the Orchids. I mean, there's a couple here. Shall I do them? We'll do them. Let's do them. Sort by newest, because there's not many of them. Yeah, there is. There's only one. I think there's only one there. Actually, Keza Collinson. Hello to you. Just back from Coralaco and followed in your footsteps. Oh, well, I'm glad you had a nice time there. Quite a bit. Campanaro Centre, Popcorn Beach, an amazing break, and they loved it. I'm so glad you had a nice time there, Keza. And you did some of the stuff I did. Oh, well, that's lovely to hear, that is. That really is. Thank you very much. And that's the only one, is it? Colorado, there wasn't a, on the, was it I say, on the the Chinese orchid thing. I'll have a quick look. There's a couple here. Let's do these. Linda Kearns on the orchid video. Great video, Chris. It was beautiful to see it. Oh, they are nice, those orchids. Like I say, that's something I haven't done before, go and see an orchid exhibition. I have been to gardens before. Oh, it's a lovely place I'll take you to. Savile Gardens in the summer. Oh, the roses. Rows and rows of roses and hundreds of bees everywhere, which don't come anywhere near you, you know. Don't touch the bees. They're quite happy doing their work. I'll take you there in the summer when I know there's some flowers out there. Savile Gardens, all right. So Linda enjoyed that. What a nice day out for us to show us amazing plants and flowers. And one more from Patricia in Manchester. Thank you for the orchid video. I love being in my garden. And she collects orchids herself. I buy them as gifts too. The gardens are beautiful. The rain is against me here, but I try and test new plants every year. Thank you very much, lovely Patricia. And one more here. What's this here? Here we go. Mel Scoobs, I think it is. Hello, Mel, who says, hi, Chris. The one thing people need to understand about growing orchids is that as soon as you get them home, repot them. Now, I've never done that. I've never done that, admittedly. The substrate they use in supermarkets are to hold water until they are sold. Orchid substrate has to allow water to run through and dry out, as orchid require a lot of air around the roots. So if you've had orchids before, this is probably the mistake. How lucky we are, to have people here when I've said something to either correct me or point out something about whatever the subject is. Can you hear that or not? Are you able to hear that? I'm not sure you can hear that. That's the Beauty and the Beast, the noise it makes when it hits the top of the hour, because it's 10 o'clock now in the morning. I won't get much litter picking done today. She says, Mel says, sorry, I assume you're like, I don't know why I assume people are ladies or men. If I got that wrong, sorry. Mel says, orchid substrate has to allow water to run through and dry out, as the orchid requires a lot of air around the roots. My orchids, the roots come out of the pot and are just there. They seem to quite like that. Mine flower for months, and when the leaves just start to wilt, I water them by thoroughly watering them from the tap and leaving them to drain. I don't feed them, just water them. Great video, and thanks for that. Yeah, I don't feed them either. I've never fed my orchids, and like you, sometimes I'll take them down and put them in the sink, water them, let them drain, and then put them back. You should never have orchids sitting in water. Or African violets, that's another one, I know that. Water it, let it drain, and put it back on the shelf. Anyway, thank you very much, boys and girls. That's our latest comments and questions video. If you have a question and you think, oh, we might not answer that, that's okay. Send it anyway. And if I won't answer it, I won't answer it. I hope that's all right with you. Okay? And yeah, keep your comments and questions coming through, and I'm very, very happy to answer those. Tomorrow for me is Sunday. I'm aware this show goes up on a Saturday afternoon at 5:30 p.m. Tomorrow is a live video. It's already sorted out. There's loads of subjects. If you know where to look, it's on my YouTube channel, which is what you're watching this on there. I think you can see tomorrow's video waiting to happen, which will be at 6 o'clock on Sunday nights. That is a live show, okay? There's a great long list of things that I might talk about, but we often don't get through many of those, to be honest. It's kind of just depends how many things I've got to answer, because I do give it like a 2-hour time limit. 2-hour time limit on that. All right, so hopefully some of you will be there tomorrow night. The next recorded, Amazon's speaking now. She's speaking. The next recorded video will either be soup or jalfrezi from scratch, depending on whether my friend minds me recording them to do it. I hope this mic has turned out all right. I won't know until I say goodbye and I listen back to a little bit of it. All right. See you soon. Thanks again for watching, and have a nice Saturday evening. Bye-bye now.